that, however, there are a couple of real important business and safety items that I would like to go over with folks. First off, the Coast Guard requires us to let you know where various pieces of life-saving equipment are, in particular, the life jackets. They are located inside of the main cabin, overhead, behind the wooden slats, and at the forward end of the main cabin, underneath the forward windows. All of the life jackets on board are equipped with a belt and buckle at waist level and a set of tie straps at chest level. There are children's life jackets in both locations. Children, by the way, are defined as those persons weighing less than 90 pounds. And there's a set of instructions for usage of those life jackets posted inside of the main cabin. We request that people please not pull down or tamper with any of those unless instructed to do so by the crew or in the event of an emergency. The couple of things that tend to be more relevant to our safety on any given afternoon, and that quite simply is our behavior. Please keep in mind that the boat will be moving for most of the next several hours, and with that in mind, two real important requests. One is, as you move around the boat, please walk. Please do not run. And we also request that people please not climb on top of things, seats, the benches, the railings, the ladders. Whatever the urge hits to climb on, please don't do it. And both of those things will make everyone's afternoon a whole lot safer. Also, just a quick housekeeping note, there are barrels on board for the trash. For smokers, yes, we do allow smoking on board, but please do so only on the lower deck, only back on the stern of the boat for two reasons. One is we don't want the smoke or the ashes getting blown into other people's eyes. Also, there's a sand pail down there for the cigarette butts, which do not belong in the water. I'll also mention that there's a barrel inside of the main cabin specifically for recyclable cans and bottles. In short, please try to deal with the trash appropriately. That way, once we pick up speed, it doesn't get blown over the side of the boat. And that about does it for those sorts of things. On to brighter notes, your crew for this afternoon's trip. Down in the galley is Jack. He can take care of any food or beverage needs that you might have. Film available down there, or shirts, any of those kinds of things that people are interested in. Jack can take care of you. Working in the wheelhouse this afternoon, your captain for this afternoon's trip is Todd. Mark will be taking care of the mate's chores, and my name is John. I'll be your field guide for the trip.
Hey, Bill.
So we come around the number 4 beacon here. You might just take a quick look over there. The large black and brown birds that you're looking at there are double-crested cormorants. Actually, there are not too many of them there. Generally, when we combine here, there are a lot more of them. But as you see, the beacon itself is actually a real favorite nesting spot for those double-crested cormorants. You look further on in the distance to the left or port side of the boat, you get a nice look at the high pine fields that Provincetown and Truro are so well known for. Make a mental note of those dunes. In about an hour, we'll be looking back at those same dunes from the opposite side, the ocean side of Cape Cod. As you look from left to right across those dunes, you come to an area out here at about 10 o'clock where the dunes end, the land rises up rather sharply, it becomes pretty well vegetated. If you had visited Cape Cod some 15,000 years ago, that's where it would have ended. Most of Cape Cod was formed by the advance of the last glaciers that moved through this area. As glaciers advance, they would push huge amounts of sand and soil up ahead of them. And as they begin to retreat, which they do by melting, those huge piles of glacial till end up sitting wherever it is that they got pushed to. Since that time, those glaciers have been retreating. Glaciers retreat by melting. As glaciers melt, sea level rises. And as sea level rises, the land that it comes in contact with becomes eroded. And it has been that eroded sand from both the outer and inner shores of Cape Cod that have been the source of build-up material for the entire Provincetown Peninsula, including all of the dunes that you see to the left and port side of the boat. Take a look back behind you, you get a nice look at the town itself. It includes all of that land. The town, by the way, is going to disappear from sight pretty shortly, except for the Pilgrim Monument, which was built in the early 70s. Different species of whales. Body temperature and aspirin most things will vary from species to species, but on the average it would be about 97 degrees Fahrenheit. In order to maintain that temperature, these animals have evolved a layer of blubber that will average anywhere from 2 inches to as much as 2 feet in thickness. That blubber is also really important as an energy reserve and hang them from the wide end down from your upper jaw. Basically, the way that whales that have this baleen use it, and there's a bit of an oversimplification.
How do you zoom this in?
But basically what they do is open up their mouths,
zoom this in?
make it a huge mouthful.
Race Point Lighthouse and beach. Beautiful. Still see. All down power. Where it comes from. Yeah, it probably is. There's a fishing boat. $15 so it's going to keep working. Amen. What's that? Amen. Right there, yeah. There's two of them right there. Here, Bill. So yeah, I'm on the
It's not on, right? I can't get it on.
upside down. Oh, look, there's one right by the boat. Right there.
Look!
You can see it. Look at that. Joey's going to come right off that boat. Get ready.
Look down beneath it, you can see the green spots in the water there.
Now he's going under. He's going under, yeah.
He's going to cut underneath the boat. Other side, starboard side.
Here's another one right here.
There it comes. All the green spots in the water. There it comes. Right hand side of the boat. And moving up towards the bow here.
too cool.
It's all right.
Oh, there's not. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're okay.
The other one should be fairly close here. Oh yeah, it's coming down underneath the bow, just ahead of us underneath the bow. Okay, so now the humpback out at about 11 o'clock, 10:30 there, it's coming this way, so we may be looking at 3 of them pretty shortly here. As I usually say, just, one of them's now off to the port side, left side of the bow down below. As I usually say, just start by trying to get a feel for the overall size and shape of these animals. Slickbacks are very distinctive in their appearance, relatively broad animals. As you can see, kind of like a wood goodness and on. Yeah, you're going to want to look off to the left on the short side of the boat here.
I got a picture of one jumping out of the water.
Did you really? All right.
Zoomed in.
A couple of things you might take a look at.
Can I get down? I think we can see better up here.
Probably are too.
The bright green patches that you see in the water there as you look down, those actually are the flippers. So there's a lot of chance that either of these animals are real close to the surface. You'll see that they're actually bright white. But because of the way the light is absorbed by the water, and
Oh, great. You got this one's going right under us.
Anyways, because most of the physical light spectrum is absorbed by the water, and the amount of microscopic plant that's in the water becomes yellow under the bow. The other part of the visible light spectrum that you see is green. As they get closer to the surface, you'll see that they're white. When they do hit the surface, you get a good look at the blowholes as well. That identifies them as humpbacks all the way except the blowholes. Here you can see the blowholes.
He's coming up.
It's
like a mother and a baby, maybe.
End of the head there. You can see a set of large black knobs there. Old-time whalers used to refer to those as stove poles. They actually are hair follicles. One of which contains more than 30 little white hair. This is most likely used as a sensing device. Just a quick reminder to folks that the trash does not belong in the water for whalers using the ocean as the trash except for the water bottle and stuff belong in the trash. Please try to make sure